Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Techie Technions. I am Abhavya and today I will tell you how to connect to your Postgres database using a Node.js code. In the next video, I will tell you how you can connect the HTML form you made we made in the previous video to your database so that from the form you can send your data there, it will reflect there, and finally we will host it and then containerize it as a Docker application. So let's start it. First of all, I will show you the connection code. This is our connection code. But before that, I will show you how you can use those strings and everything. So this is my Postgres database. So here when you have successfully installed your PG admin, then what you will see just this link. You can click here and create a server. Okay, I have already created one. Just you need to give one name. The name is like my PS I have given. You can create a server like this and give it p my. Okay, the connection, it always uses 5432 port. And remember your master password. In case you forget it, please reset it by going it back. It will give you the option, and just give any password you like and save it. So now you can see MySQL is also present here, and you can see all the database, my database is here and everything. So I will be using this one, but for all the instances, like everything I created, I will show you as an example. So in my PS, I have two databases. Okay, the two databases are Abhavya Verma and the second one is Postgres. Inside the database, you can see the schema section. In the schemas, you will see the table section. And here I have already created one student table. So you can click here. You can view the data here. I will tell you how to insert this data. First of all, make a table here so that through the code we can check whether the query is running or not. Later through the code you can insert the data and perform all your SQL queries. So here this was the table. So how I created it. So let us use this server. In the database section again, you will see two are already present. So I went to Abhavya Verma, my database, and then in the schema section, I expanded it, and from the tables, I created one table. So the table will be like this. What name should I give? Stud I should give, okay. And the columns you want to give, so click on plus and roll number. So for the numbers, whatever you want, data type you can give here. Okay, there is no issue. So numeric, I will choose the data type. Another column for my name, and I will select this one as text. You can use text or varchar, anything, whatever suits you. So I will save this information. Now you can see stud table is present here, and now I will insert values in this column. So you can insert the values through normal SQL statements. First of all, let us view this table. Right now you can see no data is present here. Remember on this how it is calling. It is using public.stud, and that is also within quotes. So you will have to write it in this way in your Node.js code when you give the query. So I'm going to insert the data. You can open a query editor from here and just give the insert statement, insert into any number like 23, and I will give my name. semicolon. And from here you will run the query. So query ran successfully. Now you can check those values. You can see our roll number and Abhavya has been inserted. Now I will show you the connection string and how you can use it. So in your project, this project is the one I made in the previous video, where we are rendering the HTML page using a Node.js server on a port 7000. So I will use the same project for all the videos. So I will make a new database.js file here, and inside this I will give my connection, database connection code. So what you can see is step 1 is to check whether your Postgres database is on or not. It is very important because I was caught in this error and I couldn't figure out. So please check whether you will see one Postgres icon here on top. Click on that and it will show you whether it is active or not. If it is not active, go and first make it on and then proceed with the second step. The second step will be installing npm pg. This module you will need. So npm ipg, wait for some seconds and it's done. Now the second thing is you need to use this module and call it using the require function, this one. So this statement is very important, one pool and one client, and this is the connection string. So what you can see is first of all, this is the layout. Okay, so I will give the connection string here again. For you to remember the layout, I will leave it like that. The username which I was using was Abhavya Verma. My current main username is Abhavya Verma. So I will use that. Okay, sorry, wrong place. Username is then the password what I gave initially was password, the master password what you gave initially. So I gave as password only so that I can remember it. And the database name is these two. Whatever, you can create a new database from here. So currently I will use this only, Abhavya Verma. And this is creating the client. Okay, remember the syntax very properly. Okay, then you will have to give the command as client.connect and then give the query. Inside the query I'm using this table, student. So see how I have written it, public.student. Give the whatever query statement you have, give it here, then the error and response, and then printing the message and the values, and then always remember to end the session. Okay, you're starting and then ending, it is important. Now save it and node database.js. Okay, it gave out error. Database, sorry, gave the wrong name. So it gave out the correct output. I gave the wrong file name. So you can see the values here, 242, and these two values what I entered, and the table I made in front of you was stood. So let us try getting that data also. Only one value was present, roll number and Abhavya, you can see here. So what are the things to keep in mind is when you are giving this string, remember to give the correct username, okay? Then the correct password, the master password is required and not the database password. And then the port where you are, generally it is 5432, and it is also suggested to use this port number. Don't, otherwise you can use other ports, but it will may give out some errors when the things are encoded, like hard coded. And then remember the database and the table name you need to give here. Don't confuse with this. So it was all about the connection. In the next video we will learn to connect our HTML form with this database. So thank you, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends.